Camping trips are often seen as a chance to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, a way to reconnect with nature and enjoy the great outdoors. However, beneath the serene surface of a starry night and the crackling of a campfire lies an unsettling truth. The wilderness can be a breeding ground for horror. As we venture into the woods, we leave behind the safety of civilization, stepping into a realm where the familiar fades away and the unknown lurks just beyond the trees. Imagine the stillness of a moonlit night, the only sounds being the rustling leaves and distant animal calls. It's in these moments of quiet that our primal fears begin to surface. What if something is watching us from the shadows? What if we're not alone? These questions can transform a peaceful camping trip into a chilling experience, where every snap of a twig sends shivers down our spines. In this video, we will delve into some of the most unsettling true camping trip horror stories that will make you think twice before heading into the woods. These tales are not just figments of imagination. They are real-life accounts that highlight the eerie nature of camping and the potential dangers that can arise when we least expect them. From mysterious disappearances to encounters with the unknown, these stories serve as a reminder that the wilderness, while beautiful, can also be terrifying. Each story will draw you in, making you feel the tension and fear that comes with isolation in the wilderness. The primal fears associated with being alone in the woods are universal. The vastness of nature can evoke feelings of vulnerability, and when darkness falls, our imaginations can run wild. What if the rustling in the bushes is not just a harmless animal? What if it's something far more sinister? Join us as we uncover these unsettling, true camping trip horror stories that will leave you questioning the safety of your next outdoor adventure. Prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs in the heart of the wilderness. Story 1: The Vanishing Hiker. In the heart of the Pacific Northwest, where towering trees stretch toward the sky and the air is thick with the scent of pine, a group of friends set out for what they hoped would be an unforgettable camping trip. The campsite was nestled beside a serene lake, its surface reflecting the vibrant hues of the sunset. As night fell, the atmosphere shifted. The once comforting sounds of nature morphed into an eerie symphony of rustling leaves and distant animal calls. The flickering campfire cast long shadows, creating an unsettling ambiance that hinted at the unknown lurking just beyond the tree line. Among the group was Jake, an experienced hiker known for his adventurous spirit. As the night wore on, he shared stories of his past excursions, igniting excitement among his friends. However, as the fire dwindled and the chill of the night set in, Jake decided to embark on a solo hike to a nearby viewpoint, promising to return before dawn. His friends, though hesitant, encouraged him, believing he would be back in no time. Little did they know, this decision would change everything. Hours passed, and the group began to grow anxious. The moon hung high in the sky, illuminating the forest with an otherworldly glow. But Jake was nowhere to be found. They called out his name, their voices echoing through the stillness, but only silence answered back. As the minutes turned into hours, a sense of dread enveloped the campsite. The friends decided to split up and search for him, their hearts pounding with fear and uncertainty. The emotional impact of Jake's disappearance weighed heavily on everyone. His friends felt a mix of guilt and panic, replaying the moments leading up to his decision to hike alone. They imagined the worst. What if he had fallen? What if he encountered something sinister in the woods? Meanwhile, back home, Jake's family was left in a state of anguish, grappling with the horror of the unknown. They clung to hope. But as days turned into weeks, the search efforts yielded no haunting reality of Jake's vanishing became a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the wilderness. The friends who once laughed around the campfire were now bound by a shared trauma, forever changed by the mystery of what happened to their beloved companion. The forest, once a place of adventure, transformed into a haunting reminder of loss, leaving behind only questions and an unsettling silence that echoed through the trees. Story 2, The Uninvited Guest. It was a bright summer weekend when a group of 4 friends decided to escape the city and immerse themselves in the tranquility of the woods. They arrived at their campsite, excitement bubbling as they set up their tents and gathered firewood. The sun filtered through the leaves, casting playful shadows on the ground, and laughter filled the air as they shared stories and roasted marshmallows. The camaraderie and the beauty of nature created a sense of safety and joy, making them feel invincible in their little bubble of friendship. As night fell, the atmosphere shifted. The once inviting woods transformed into a dark labyrinth. The sounds of chirping crickets replaced by an unsettling silence. The friends huddled around the campfire, the flickering flames casting eerie shadows that danced among the trees. It was then that they noticed something unusual. A figure standing at the edge of the clearing, partially obscured by the darkness. At first, they thought it was a trick of the light, but as they squinted into the shadows, the figure became more defined. The figure was tall and gaunt, dressed in tattered clothing that seemed out of place in the serene wilderness. It stood motionless, its face hidden beneath a hood, creating an unsettling aura that sent chills down their spines. The campers exchanged nervous glances, their laughter fading into an uncomfortable silence. The figure didn't move or make a sound. It simply watched them, an ominous presence that shattered their sense of safety. As the minutes dragged on, the psychological horror of the situation began to sink in. The friends felt an overwhelming sense of being watched, as if the figure could see into their very souls. They whispered among themselves, debating whether to confront the stranger or retreat to the safety of their tents. The uncertainty of the figure's intentions gnawed at them, amplifying their fear. Was it a lost hiker? A local who had wandered too far? Or something far more sinister? With every passing moment, the figure remained, an uninvited guest in their camping experience. The campers' initial excitement morphed into a palpable tension, their hearts racing as they tried to make sense of the situation. Finally, one of them mustered the courage to call out, but the figure simply turned and melted into the darkness, leaving behind an unsettling silence that echoed through the trees. That night, sleep eluded them. The campers huddled together, haunted by the encounter, their minds racing with questions and fears. The woods, once a place of adventure, had become a realm of uncertainty, where the line between reality and nightmare blurred, leaving them to wonder if they would ever truly feel safe in the wilderness again. Story 3, The Haunted Campsite. Nestled deep within the dense woods of a national park lies a campsite known to locals as Whispering Pines. While it may appear idyllic at first glance, the site is steeped in a dark history that has left an indelible mark on all who dared to camp there. Decades ago, a tragic event unfolded at this very location. A young girl named Emily vanished without a trace during a family camping trip. Despite extensive searches, she was never found, and the legend of her disappearance quickly morphed into tales of a restless spirit haunting the woods, searching for her lost family. As word of Emily's story spread, Whispering Pines became a place of intrigue and fear. Campers would often share chilling accounts of strange occurrences that seemed to defy explanation. Some claimed to hear the soft cries of a child echoing through the trees at night, while others reported seeing fleeting shadows darting between the trunks. The atmosphere was thick with an unsettling energy, as if the very ground held the weight of Emily's sorrow. One summer, a group of adventurous friends decided to test their courage by camping at Whispering Pines. They arrived with excitement, eager to explore the beauty of the forest. But as night fell, the mood shifted. The campfire crackled, casting flickering shadows that danced ominously around them. As they settled in for the night, they began to hear whispers carried by the wind, soft and unintelligible, yet undeniably present. The friends exchanged nervous glances, brushing it off as their imaginations running wild. However, as the hours passed, the strange occurrences escalated. One camper, Sarah, felt a cold breeze brush against her cheek, followed by the sensation of tiny fingers tugging at her sleeve. Startled, she turned to find nothing but darkness. Another friend, Mark, claimed to have seen a figure standing just beyond the tree line, its outline barely visible in the moonlight. When he called out, the figure vanished, leaving behind an oppressive silence that sent shivers down their spines. The impact of the campsite's tragic past weighed heavily on the group. They could feel the sorrow that lingered in the air, a reminder of the lost child whose spirit seemed to roam the woods. As the night wore on, their laughter faded, replaced by a palpable sense of dread. The campers huddled together, haunted by the thought that they were not alone, that Emily's spirit was watching, waiting for something they could not understand. By dawn, the friends were exhausted, their minds racing with the events of the night. Whispering Pines had transformed from a picturesque campsite into a chilling reminder of the past, leaving them with an unsettling feeling that they had crossed into a realm where the echoes of tragedy still lingered. As they packed up to leave, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, a haunting reminder that some places are forever marked by the shadows of their history. Conclusion. As we wrap up this chilling journey through the unsettling world of camping trip horror stories, let's take a moment to recap the spine-tingling tales we've explored. From the mysterious vanishing of a hiker in the vast wilderness to the eerie encounter with an uninvited guest lurking in the shadows, and finally, the haunting legacy of Whispering Pines. Each story has highlighted the themes of fear and isolation that can arise when we venture into the great outdoors. These narratives remind us that while nature can be a place of beauty and tranquility, it can also harbor dark secrets that challenge our sense of safety. Throughout these stories, we've seen how the thrill of adventure can quickly turn into a nightmare when we become unaware of our surroundings. The wilderness, with its vastness and unpredictability, can evoke primal fears that lie dormant within us. Whether it's the unsettling feeling of being watched or the chilling realization that we may not be alone, these experiences serve as a stark reminder to always stay vigilant while camping. Being aware of our environment and trusting our instincts can make all the difference in ensuring a safe and enjoyable outdoor experience. If you found these stories as captivating and chilling as we did, we encourage you to engage with our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on our latest horror content. Your support helps us continue to bring you more spine-tingling tales and unsettling experiences that will keep you on the edge of your seat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love a good scare. We want to hear from you too. Have you ever experienced something eerie while camping? Share your own stories in the comments below. We love connecting with our viewers and hearing about your encounters with the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the darker side of camping. Remember, the next time you venture into the wilderness, keep your eyes open and your senses sharp. You never know what might be lurking just beyond the trees. Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring the mysteries of the great outdoors. Just be careful where you pitch your tent.